Okay. So if you have a block or a couple of blocks, or even if you don't have a block, just come into maybe a cross-legged position. But if you have them, you can stack one on top of another, or you can just sit on one, whatever height you need to be comfortable. And your knees are just down, your ankles are hugging in to the blocks a little bit. And just let your hands rest wherever they're comfortable. Right? Tuck your chin slightly in towards your chest. Close your eyes. Now, right from the root of the spine, from the tailbone, inhale some length all the way up to the crown of your head. And exhale, release it out. We're starting today's practice with something called three-part breath. So if you'd like, you can take your hands onto your low belly or just keep them on your lap. Let's all inhale together and yield to the in-breath into your low belly. Let it expand. Something often many of us don't do. Let that low belly just expand and release and then soften on the exhale. And do that one more time. Fill up through the low belly. Notice if you can also release through the pelvic floor any amount, through the hips. Yielding, filling up the low belly. And releasing and softening. And then you can bring your hands up to your rib cage. Take a long breath in. Can you expand now more through your rib cage, your side body? And soften, release it out. Do that one more time. Just noticing, yielding to your breath through your rib cage, side body. Release. And then bring your hands right above your chest, right up to where your collarbone is. With your next inhale, fill the breath all the way up there, right up into the collarbones. Release and soften. And do that one more time. Allow the collarbones to gently rise into the hands. And soften it out. And then take your hands back down onto your lap if you've taken them up towards your body. So exhale everything out together. Exhale it all out, all your breath. And now a slow in-breath. Fill up through your low belly, your rib cage, and let it rise all the way up through the collarbones. And soften on your exhale, all the way back down. One more time. Belly, rib cage, collarbone. Stay focused here. Three-part breath. And exhale. And then open your eyes if you've got them closed. Inhale those arms up, stretch them up. Exhale, bring your elbows out to the side. Wide open heart. Bring your arms behind you, interlace your fingers. And bring that fist over to your left hip. Let your left arm relax. And let your left ear drop over towards your left shoulder. You can close your eyes again, release through your jaw. And you find that three-part breath filling deeply in through the belly, rib cage, collarbone here. And soften through the neck. Maybe nod your head a couple of times on this angle. Nodding yes. Slowly. And come back to center. Take that those left fingertips onto the mat. Release the right arm. Breathe up and over into a big, huge side bend. Think about opening up through that right armpit. Reach through the fingertips, root down with the right sit bone. And then come all the way back up. Inhale those arms both up. So find length through the spine again. Exhale, bring the arms back, interlace your fingers, bring them over to the other hip. Relax that right arm, drop your head to the right. Soften through the left shoulder, notice what's going on here. Soften through the right shoulder. Just let your head drop over to the right, and then a gentle nod yes. Getting into that space of the connective tissue of the neck to the shoulder. Soft jaw. And then come back to center. Take those right fingertips down. Breathe space into that whole left side, up and over. Reach through the fingertips, root down with the left sit bones. And then come back up towards center. Inhale, reach those arms up. And on your exhale, connect your thumbs together and your pinky fingers together and bring that lotus mudra right to your heart center. So thumbs gently pressing to your sternum, creating your cup. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, imagine you're filling your cup with immense gratitude for your practice, for taking time today for you, for what our bodies are able to do. And then lift that cup up, reach it up to the sky, and sprinkle it all over your mat, all over your body. Nice. And let's come off of our feet. If you're sitting on blocks, move them off to the side. Come into all fours. So knees underneath your hips. Right from your tailbone, come into a long breath in into your cow. Lift your heart. Hold it here for a moment. Can you draw your heart forward between the gateway of your arms any amount more? And then on your exhale, draw that low belly in, round your spine, a big angry cat. One more time. With your breath, inhale, heart draws forward. Open up through the throat, relax the jaw. Maybe open the mouth wide. And then exhale, round your spine. Push the earth away. Untuck the toes and bring your hips back to child pose. Reach the arms out long in front of you, so long that your elbows are not on the mat. Reach through the fingertips, and now breathe into your back body. Breathe into your low back, your middle back. Fan your shoulder blades away from your spine. Breathe space right in there. It's amazing just with awareness where we can bring small shifts, small changes. And without moving your hands, just come up onto your knees. Draw that low belly in and start to bend your elbows, slither all the way down to your belly. Float up into a little baby cobra. Inhale. Draw your heart forward. Exhale, release it down. Push back up onto your knees. Tuck your toes and just hover those knees just a little bit off the mat. Press the mat away with those arms. Wrap your triceps in. And a slow journey right up to downward facing dog. Once you get there, bend your knees a little bit, like a little micro bend in the knees. Draw your heels down towards the earth just a tiny bit. Send your sit bones up and back. Engage the front of your thighs, press them back into the hamstrings. And now breathe into your back ribs. Fan your shoulder blades again away from your spine. Squeeze the triceps in towards your ears. And now fill this with 2 more breaths throughout your whole body. Keeping those knees a little soft. Keep drawing your heels down. You might feel this through the center of your calves by keeping the knees a little soft. It also is gentler on the back. Bring your feet a little closer together. Inhale your right leg, stretch it up and back. And on your exhale, kiss your right knee to your right elbow and hold it there. Gather in with your belly, hold it. Inhale back to three-legged dog. Keep your hips square, reach that right leg back. And on the exhale, this time we'll step to lizard, right foot to the outside of your right hand. Plant that left arm to the center of your mat and spin open to a twist. Right arm lifts up. Engage that left quadricep, press it up, press that left heel back. And now open up any amount more. Bend the right elbow, soft open through the right armpit space. And then return your hand back down. Good. Draw in with that low belly. Just hover the right foot off the ground. Same thing we did, just coming into it this way. And downward facing dog. Yes. Inhale, float forward into plank. Shift forward on those tiptoes, engage your quadriceps, and either knees or toes lower all the way down to the mat. Extend through your big toes, press down with the tops of the feet. Inhale, maybe a little cobra, or maybe you're ready for up dog, extending the arms. Draw your heart forward, engage the belly, draw your inner thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now maybe you want to keep into the knees, or maybe you want to come out. Breathe all the way into your whole body. Like finding space. Push the mat forward. Bring your feet a little closer together. Here we go on the other side. Inhale, reach that left leg back. Draw the right hip back. And on your exhale, gather in with your low belly. Kiss the elbow to the left tricep. Hold it. Inhale, reach back up. Three-legged dog. Draw that right hip back. Exhale, step to your lizard. Right hand to the center of your mat. Spin for a twist. Left arm opens. Bend the left elbow and let that left side of your chest, the left armpit space, just kind of fan open. Circle back to your plank. Fire up that back leg. Hover the left foot off the ground. Step back to plank. Shift forward, engage the thighs. Maybe come all the way down or halfway down for chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. You can always skip any of these flows. You can always use your knees if that's right for you today. You can always come into child pose at any time. Do what your body needs today. Good. Come up high on your toes, bend your knees, look to your hands, maybe hop to your hands or walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, draw your heart forward. Exhale, drop it down. Push down into your feet, come all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach up. Good. Right hand grabs the left wrist, big side stretch. Press down with that left leg. And then inhale, come back to center, go to the other side. Open up through that whole right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, chair. Bring your hips back. Nice. Take a long breath in. And on your exhale, step that right leg back into a low lunge. Back knee down. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, goalpost arms. Let your tailbone be heavy. Engage your belly. Start to let your hips glide forward. And now drawing in with that low belly, lift your heart up and open. Now kiss your shoulder blades to your spine. And on your exhale, fingertips to the mat, lengthen that front leg. Take a little stretch through the hamstring, the left hamstring. And back into your bent knee. Step back to downward facing dog. Stay or float into your plank. Whole body, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Press the tops of the feet down. Exhale, down. One breath. Fill it up. Inhale that right leg back. Draw the left hip back. Square the hips. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Hover. Press the ground away. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, and step it between your hands or bring your right foot between your hands. Back knee down. Inhale the arms up. Go right into your bent knee lunge, drawing your hips forward, lifting your heart open, 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 open. Less through the neck, more through that upper back. And fingertips down, half split. Breathe into it. Soften through the back of the knee. Draw your toes back. All right, bend back into that knee. Fingertips to the mat. Curl up the back toes and step to the top of the mat. Good. Push down into those feet. Come all the way up to standing. Inhale. Exhale, chair. Weight back into your heels. Go long breath in. And on your exhale, left leg steps back. Low lunge. Inhale those arms up. And this time we'll take this to a twist. So bring your hands to your heart. Hinge forward from your hips. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, twist to your right. So prayer hands, or I like to make a fist with one hand and cup it with the other hand. Now imagine this is just the start of your twist. Now bring your awareness into your breath. Take a long breath in. And on your exhale, draw your low belly in. Twist a tiny bit more, maybe through your middle upper back. One more time. Good. And now tuck your back toes. Lift the back knee. Hold it. Breathe. And release your hands to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Float forward to your plank. Go through your flow with your breath. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Take a long breath in as you lift that left leg up. Exhale, round your spine, push the ground away. Round your spine, bring your knee into your chest. Inhale, reach it back up again, free it back there. Exhale, knee to chest, and bring your foot between your hands, back knee down. Inhale, reach on up. Exhale, hands to your heart, and twist to the left. Right elbow to the outside of the knee. Again, just the start. Let's all breathe in together. Exhale, draw that low belly in. Invite a little more twist through that middle upper back. So good for the spine, even really good for the organs, right? Tuck your back toes. Lift up on the back knee. Fire up that back thigh. Twist any amount more if it feels available. And then fingertips to the mat. Step to the top of your mat. Push down to rise all the way up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart, chair pose. Take a long breath in. And we'll take this to a twist. So take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Draw that left hip back, twisting to your right. Long breath in. And on your exhale, bring all your weight into that right leg. Don't overthink it. Just step the left leg back into your twist. Here we are again. Crescent twist. Inhale those arms, rise them on up. Good. Crescent pose. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. And flow with your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come up high on those toes, bend the knees, take a long breath in, and maybe this time hop to your hands slightly or step. Press down, rub, come all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach up. Hands to your heart, chair pose. Breath in, twist to your left, right elbow hooks to the outside of your left knee. Now take a peek, does that right knee come forward, draw it back? Draw the right hip back. You can open your arms here, you can hold it in prayer. And now bring all your weight into that left leg. Step back to your crescent twist. It's tricky, but the more we do it, that's why it's called a practice, right? Invite that little bit more twist through the spine. Inhale those arms right up into crescent. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay or float into your plank. Go through your flow. Back in downward facing dog. 3 breaths this time. Send those sit bones back as you push the mat forward. And then breathe into your whole back body, all the way down to your heels. We'll go through similar flow, just a little bit quicker. So lift up high on your toes, bend your knees, look to your hands, walk or hop. Come all the way up to standing, inhale. Exhale, chair. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, step that right leg back into a lunge, but keep the back knee up. Long breath in. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, downward facing dog. Flow into your plank. Chaturanga. Draw your heart forward, lift your heart open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale that right leg, stretch it up. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Rise on up, crescent. Exhale, twist to your right. Back foot steps to the top of your mat and fold down. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, drop it. Push down into your feet, rise on up to standing, inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart, chair. All your weight comes into your right leg, step that left leg back, breathe in, twist to your right. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Fill it up on your inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale that left leg, reach it up and back. Exhale, knee to the chest. Step your foot between your hands, rise up to crescent, inhale. Hands to your heart, twist to your left. And step that back foot forward and fold down. Drop your head. Separate your feet a little wider than your hips. Take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. Soften your elbows. Inhale, look forward, flat back, send your sit bones back. And as you exhale, drop down into this forward fold. Soften your knees as much as you need to. Drop your head. fan your shoulder blades away from your spine. Keep dropping through your head. Notice if you feel any different if you really press down into the feet. An option here to kind of pull the arms out to the sides. Keep dropping through the head. And then release your fingertips. Push down into your feet. Come all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach up. And we're just going to flush that out. Exhale, fold it down. Goes both sides. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back to down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And from here, flow forward into your plank. Hold it there for a moment. Now either place your knees down or hug your elbows in, engage those thighs, and slowly make your way all the way down to the mat. Nice. Come into Sphinx pose. So place your forearms parallel to the sides of your mat, palms facing down, right? Elbows slightly ahead of your shoulders. And let's just drop our head here. Start to pull your forearms back, pull your elbows back towards the bottom of your mat. Start to draw your low belly in. Bring your awareness to your spine, allowing a gentle back bend to arise from the lower back, right up through the middle back. Draw the shoulder blades back. Maybe lift the head, look up, open up through the throat. And just stay there. Release through the head. Pivot your left forearm slightly on a diagonal. Bend your right knee and reach back and grab the inner arch of the foot. So I'm opening my hand and I'm grabbing the arch. So I'm creating an opening through the right shoulder. Press down into that left forearm. Keep this back bend. Of course, if this doesn't work, you can skip it and lay on your left side. But draw that heel in. You might want to start moving your hand onto the toes, whatever feels good. Draw the heel in. And release. Back to Sphinx. Pivot your right arm in on the diagonal. Bend your left knee. Keep your lift. Grab the inner arch of your left foot. So your palm is open, the left shoulder is open. Press down into that right forearm and start to draw the heel in. See if you draw your left knee away from your hip, if that makes any difference. Keep the heart opening and drawing forward. Nice. And release. Come all the way down onto your belly and reach your arms down by your sides, palms facing in. Engage through that low belly. Start to hover the legs off the ground. Reach through the big toes. Reach your fingertips back and lift your heart forward and up. Shalabhasana. Good. Breathe. 3. Open up through the heart. These are great counter poses from what we do most of the time during the day. And 1. And release. Make a pillow for your forehead. You might want to bend your knees and tick-tock your feet side to side. Slowly. Release the feet back down to the earth. Bring your hands by your sides. Push yourself up onto all fours. Take 1 round of cat and cow. And then place your forearms down onto your mat. Yeah. Come back one leg and then the other. Forearm plank. Draw your shoulder blades back. Draw that low belly in. Engage your quadriceps. 4, 3, 2. Now stay with me. Draw in with the low belly. Start to lift your hips up, up, up. Walk your feet forward 1 step. So it's like a long dolphin pose or a long, like modified down dog, right? Push down into your forearms. Take another step forward. Step, step. Hips lifting up and back. Now start to draw your heels down towards the ground. Think down dog just on your forearms. And then maybe take one more step forward. Let your head dangle. If this is too much, walk back. Or option, lift that right leg way up to the sky. Return it back down, lift the left leg way up. Bring it back down. Walk your feet back. Come down onto your knees and take a child pose. Let your arms rest down by your sides and drop in. So your fingertips are down by your feet, letting those shoulder blades just drip down. Nice. And then push yourself up onto your feet. Place your hands down by your side, tuck your toes, and we're just going to come up into a forward fold here at the bottom of our mat. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Soft knees. Either roll up or with a flat back, come all the way up to standing. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Find a point for your gaze, coming into a few balances here. Bring all your weight into your left leg. Bend your left knee. Bring your right knee up, standing figure 4. Flex the right foot. I remember when I couldn't ever do these, right? It's such a practice. We do it, and then one day we realize, hey, I'm doing this now. And then some days we fall out and we go back in. Right? Maybe sink a little deeper. And then come all the way back up. Right knee lifts, arms lift, inhale. And on your exhale, take a step forward. Bring your hands to your heart, go to the other side. Bend that right knee. Again, it helps to look ahead at something that isn't moving. Draw that low belly in, send the sit bones back. Open up through your heart any amount more. Flex that left foot. Inhale, come all the way up. Left knee lifts, arms lift. Another step forward. Second time. Sink back down. Inhale, come back up. One final step. Figure 4 on the other side. Maybe sink a little deeper. And then come all up to mountain pose. Inhale those arms up. So extended mountain. Press down into the feet. Reach through your fingertips. Knit your rib cage. Find some length all the way up through the spine. And then keep your left arm lifted. Take your right arm out to the side. So your palm is open to the front. Take all your weight into your left leg. We're coming into dancer. So bend your right knee. Grab the inner arch of your right foot and bring that right leg back. Tip into dancer. So it's a slight tip forward with the torso. Reach through the fingertips. Make a peace sign with that left hand. Kick the right foot into your right hand and open up through that right armpit space, through the right side of your chest. Expand any amount more. Woo. And release. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold it down. Kind of rinse that out. With your breath flat back, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Come all the way back up to standing. Inhale those arms up, press down and root down with the legs. Reach up through the fingertips, draw in with the low belly. Good, this time take the left arm, reach it out to the side like a big T. Look forward, bend that left knee. Grab the inner arch of the left foot. It's challenging, right? If you fall out, you just go back in, right? Make a peace sign with the right hand. Start to kick the left foot into the left hand. Open up through the left shoulder. This double mat makes it extra challenging for me some days to find the balance. Good, and release it out. Inhale those arms up. On your exhale, let's all together go, ha. Inhale, reach it up. 2 more times, open your mouth, ha. Even if anybody hears you in your house, right? Inhale, say it, ha. Good, inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach those fingertips up, lift up high on your tiptoes. Good. So engage that low belly, reach through the fingertips, lengthen through the side body. Now, if you've got knee stuff going on, you might want to skip this part, right? But otherwise, you're up high on your tiptoes. Start to slowly bend your knees. Down, down, down. That reminds me of that B-52 song, remember? Slowly down, 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 until we're down. And we're hovering on our on our toes. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a long breath in. Exhale, just a little twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Now we're going to rock back and catch our thighs in both. Let's all give it a try. I wasn't too graceful, but I sort of got there. Holding your thighs. Nice. Open your knees out wide. Reach your arms to the inside. Grab those big toes with your peace fingers and open those legs open. Wide open heart. Breathe. Nice. And then return the feet back down. Lengthen your legs. Bring your feet to the top of your mat. Inhale those arms up. Keep them up by your ears and start to draw in with your low belly. Slowly rolling down. 10, 9. If it's too much keeping the arms by the ears, extend them long in front of you. 7, 6, 5. Slowly unfurling, engaging through your core. 3, 2, and let it go. Let it go. Let it, everything just go. Completely surrender. And start to draw your right knee. Give it a good squeeze with your right hand. Take your left arm back behind you on the ground. Draw that right knee out to the right a little bit. Engage your low belly. Hover the left foot off the ground, left leg off the ground. Point through the left toes. And now reach through the fingertips of the left arm and reach through the toes of the left foot. Keep drawing the right knee out to the side. And let the left leg release. Now take your right knee in your left hand. Take a twist. Right knee across your body. Right arm can either come out to the side or by your ear. Let go into the twist. Soften any amount more. Close your eyes. And I have a quote while you rest in this twist on this side. Just kind of let these words wash over you. This is a quote from a person called Melody Beatty. She's a author of self-help books. Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. And come back down onto your back. Stretch both legs out long. Stretch both arms back up long. Now reach a little bit longer through your left side and through your right side. Start to draw your left knee in with your left hand. Keep reaching your right arm back behind you. Draw that left knee slightly out to the left, like towards your left armpit. Hollow out through your belly, point your toes in your right foot, and hover that right leg off the ground. You're hovering your right arm off the ground. Reach through the right side. Breathe. And take your left knee with your right hand. Let that left arm release out to the left. Take a twist. You can turn your head to the left. Unwind. So again, imagine this is just the start. Release, let go into it. And then another quote by the same author. Each moment in time, we have, even when we don't. And spill back onto your back. Place your feet down on the mat. Heels pretty close into your bum. Maybe you can graze your heels with your middle finger. But then let your arms just rest down by your sides. Draw your shoulders directly down into the earth, not towards your hips, but straight down. Feel how that opens up through your heart space, maybe your upper back lift. Keep that as you lift your hips up into bridge. Keep pressing your shoulder blades down, opening up through your heart. And slowly unravel your spine all the way down. Pause. Now, if you know upward facing bow and that's in your practice, or upward facing wheel, you can bring your hands, I'm not doing it today, but you can bring your fingertips pointing towards your hips, elbows pointing up towards the sky. Hug your inner arms, your triceps in, lift your hips. And you can just roll up onto the crown of your head, or you can extend through your arms and lift your hips. Or take another bridge. Breathe. If you're in wheel, lift your head. Slowly come back down. If you're in bridge, slowly unfurl your spine all the way down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your arms open into like an inverted V. Open your palms. Come into butterfly. And you invite that 3-part breath back in through your whole torso. Letting go, softening, just being. And start to bend your knees, feet on the floor. However you need to do it, slowly retrieve your blanket roll. that we made at the start. And place your blanket roll right where it would be underneath the base of your shoulder blades, right? Right in that middle upper back. And slowly, carefully lower down. Let the roll be right at the base of your shoulder blades. Keep your knees bent and roll back to supported fish pose. Let your arms come out to a big giant T, soften your shoulders. Now, if you feel like this is too thick and you're just got too much of an articulation through your spine, unroll, come off of your roll and unroll some of it, right? But it should feel like you're allowing your heart space to just open up right into that thoracic spine. Allow your body to just melt, soften. Breathe into your heart space. Exhale with breath. And start to wiggle side to side, sort of like you're shimmying your body, enough so that you kind of come back off the roll, and you can grab your roll and place it right into your lower back, right into that little curve in the lumbar spine above the hips. Yeah, keep your arms out to the side. Separate your feet as wide as your mat, heels on the mat, toes off the mat. That's how wide. And start to slowly allow your knees to sway really slowly. If you have a tender low back and the swaying is too much, it's like a massage into that low back and into that QL area. If you go way over, you might want to linger. Go slow. Releasing some of that connective tissue that gets really tight sometimes in the low back and the connection into the hips. Keep that heart wide open. Remember the memory of that heart being held open with the roll underneath your chest. You might feel as you sway your knees side to side that things loosen up a little bit. And the next time you're back towards center, pause with the knees up, bring your feet in like hip distance apart. Slowly lift your hips and now slide your roll right underneath your hips, a supported bridge pose. Just pause. Let your sacrum melt down into the support beneath it. Start to slide your right leg out long. Flex your right foot. Hug your left knee in. Press your right thigh straight down. Squeeze your left knee in and in towards your chest. And then extend the left leg. Do it on the other side. Hug the right knee in. Flex through the left foot. You might feel this more than when we did it without the roll underneath us the first time. Draw the left thigh down, down, down. Press it down. Flex, energize through the left leg. As you squeeze your right knee straight in towards your chest. And now start to bend both knees like in a tabletop position. and straighten your legs up any amount. You can keep as much of a bend in your knees as you need to. Let your hips soften, let your pelvic floor soften, and start to slowly point and flex through your feet. Point and flex through the toes. Open those toes wide. Make circles around in one direction with your ankles. Keep opening up through your toes. Reverse. And then just hang out up there. No effort, just let your legs hang out up in space there. And start to bring your feet down. Lift your hips. And then push your blanket roll down as far as you can towards your heels. Push it down and extend your legs. And see if you kind of caught right behind your knees. If they're up into your hamstrings, make an adjustment, right? And place your blanket roll. You might have to re-roll if it came unrolled like mine did. Place it underneath your knees for support. And here we are in Shavasana. Let your arms rest down by your sides, or maybe they're folded overhead, kind of maintaining that space and openness through the heart. Make any little changes, any little adjustments to completely let go. Bring your awareness to all the muscles in your face, your jaw. Soften. Put your shoulders and arms. Release any amount more. Allow the breath to fill up through your heart space, your chest, and soften all around the heart space, the upper back, down into the rib cage. Let's all take a long breath into our low belly. And as you exhale, soften through the hips, the bum, the pelvic floor. Bring your awareness into your legs, your knees, the back of your knees, your feet. Let go. Let go of any holding. And bring your awareness all the way through your body. Softening with your next exhale any remaining tension or holding. And then come home to your breath. Your awareness just on the rhythm of your breath. Nothing else matters. Start to wiggle and stretch. Maybe start to draw your knees in towards your chest, rock side to side if you'd like. And then come over onto one side. Just pause, resting in this, I don't know what it's called. It's not coming to me right now, but we're resting on one side. Our head's resting on one arm. Embryo, I think. And now see if you can keep your eyes closed and slowly bring yourself up to your seat. If you've opened your eyes, close them again. Just find your seat in a cross-legged position, if that's comfortable for you. Sit up tall, relax through your shoulders. And just notice how you feel. Notice what you've cultivated in your body and your mind today. And I have while you sit here, just focusing on breathing and your breath, I have a quote from Steve Maraboli, who's a behavioral scientist and an author. Forget yesterday. It's already forgotten you. Don't sweat today. You haven't even met. Instead, open your eyes and your heart to a truly precious gift today. And then finally, Maya Angelou. Her quote is, "This is a wonderful day. I've never seen this one before." I love that. This is a wonderful day. I've never seen this one before. So open your eyes. Inhale those arms up. Thumb and pinky finger together. Bring your cup and fill your cup with what you want most out of today. What do you want to bring into your day? Inhale those arms up. Sprinkle it all over you. And we are done. Yay! Slide over here.